Hello everybody, out here in my little archery shop again, and wanted I'm on a GoPro this time, so I'm hoping the video quality is a little better than my phone. I'm not sure, but what I was wanting to talk about today, and I made an outline to hopefully keep me on the straight and narrow and not veer off into the weeds and end up having a 45-minute video of randomness. But what I was wanting to talk about is how right now it's getting, particularly in the gyms, how the New Year's resolutions are starting to kick in, and the gyms are starting to get full, and how I hate to see, so many people coming in and then just after a couple weeks or a month quit, and then it goes back to the regular people that I've seen for years and years. And I've seen this play out. I've been going to gyms to work out for the last 20 something years now. I think 22 years, maybe 23 years. And this has played out every year. It's no different then or now than it was then. But I think why this may be, and I hope this maybe gives people some words of encouragement to stay, is I feel how people leave gyms early during the new year because they don't feel like they fit in. They feel like they just don't belong there. They don't know what to do. They don't know they don't know anybody there, and they don't know if they're doing something wrong that's pissing people off or not, and they may be. So secondly, I say to fit in quicker is to find out what is gym etiquette or etiquette. And I was gonna put a link of a video that I made pretty good while back, about this very thing. Is like, I think I titled it the don'ts of the gym, and it just kind of gives people a good idea of things not to do to that may be irritating to the other people that have been there for a while, and then they know what not to do. How, like getting in front of mirrors, or using equipment that somebody might be using and not asking, just things like that. But it takes time to learn that if you don't know, and could irritate a lot of people in the process. But if you already know, then you kind of could avoid that, and like I say, fit in and feel like you fit in a lot quicker. And so third, I says, so many people that aren't in shape yet are worried about or thinking people are looking at them. And I have to say that this is an illogical fear. People that are going to be afraid that people are judging them, that because they don't know maybe how to do exercise properly, or they're going to be like, take for example, people that are really overweight. They're going to be worried about the really in shape people, if you want to say, looking at them and laughing or whatever. And I say that's pretty much, that's reserved for movies. That's not, from what I've seen, that's not reality. That's something that how they make the gym atmosphere look in the movies, not in real life. It's I'm not really seeing that happening. that I can think. I mean, I'm sure it has happened, but the thing is, you have to realize no one is looking at you. If you are that really out of shape person, nobody is even looking. And I say this because in shape people like to look at other in shape people, just like out of shape people like to look at in shape people. It's no different. So, and the thing is, don't, if there is the guy or girl that's looking and laughing, well, does it really matter? Because I say, pity those people. Don't be intimidated by those people, because their brain is still in that high school state of mind. They've not grown up yet. And I'll say that, when I see people, new people in the gym, or people that are, needing to lose weight, or they're trying to, people go, most of the time, go to these places for self-improvement. And they always inspire me. I mean, especially if somebody's really getting it, and you can tell that they're determined, that, they're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and they're in there trying to make positive improvements in their life. I mean, they motivate me more than the ones that have been at it for years and don't change. Nothing changes about them. But to see somebody that's really overweight, and the next month you see them, they've lost 20 or 30 pounds, or the guy that has like no muscle, and all of a sudden you see him bulking up, that's fuel to me. I'll have better workouts just being around those people that are actively improving. So, and I think that is probably the case for most other people. And I try to tell, make a point to tell these people that I notice the changes, the positive changes you're making, and keep up the good work. So hopefully, they're motivating me, I'm motivating them. And it makes me think of a story of a personal trainer that I used to know, that some of his clients, the thing he would do, particularly if they was super overweight, he said that he would get them to wear, different colored socks to the gym. They'd have a pair of shorts on and tennis shoes, and one red knee-high tube sock, and one blue knee-high tube sock or ankle sock, and they look ridiculous. But he said that they would be like, there's no way I can do this. They'd be almost mortified at the thought of just doing that. But he would, make a point that, you have to do this, and just to show them that it doesn't matter what other people think. You're doing this for you, and at the end of the day, if when you go home and the people that you're worried about are no longer there, it's just going to be you to judge yourself. They're no longer going to be there to judge you. So it really doesn't matter if people can get that into their head. And it is not an easy thing. I admit that is not an easy thing to get over. But I do like the whole sock thing that he done. That the quicker you can build that callus to not worry, the better off you'll be. From what I've seen. So you just have to continually expose yourself and see, like, these people are not going to eat me. It's going to be okay. And they really they just don't. Majority of them don't even care anyways. So, and I say too, it is helpful to be in a gym that where the more in shape people, the better. You know, the more intimidated and you feel when you go in there because of the way there are so many people that are like in tip-top shape, the better off you'll be and the quicker you'll, you know, move closer to the way they are simply by just being around them. It's just you know, it's just like a block of ice being next to a heater. You know, it will eventually melt and try to equalize itself. You know, basically, not really, that's a bad analogy, block of ice, a heater. Say a block of ice in a hot tub of water. Well, the ice will melt, temperature will go up, the hot tub of water, the temperature will go down, and they will try to develop homeostasis. That's what I'm trying to say. And you will try to be more through what I feel like is just, you know, a person that is opposite, trying to be, you know, the more opposite you are, the more they will pull you to be more like them.